Hello, hello, how are you? So glad that you're here, and it's Monday, and we are live. Okay, awesome, awesome. I have a question for you. Do you and your team know where you're heading in the next 67 days? Right? Kind of like that future thing, like what's going on and where are we heading? Okay, so have you ever traveled? And I know when I was younger, we had road maps, like humongous books like this. We'd sit with them open in our laps trying to figure out the route to where we're going to go. Thank goodness we have cell phones now, right? Because that makes it a lot easier to be able to get where we want to go. But have you ever, traveled and you can't, you just like, with road maps, whether they're on your phone or if they are the huge ones, you can't live without them, can you? You get going, you get started, you want to know your path, and you want to figure out your route so that you don't make the wrong turn. But what happens if you do make the wrong turn, thinking that you're in control only to find yourself lost without a path and clueless as to, where you are, and you're out of gas as well at the same time. So road maps, whatever they are important. They help you to get from here, point A, to point B, right? So you figured out that, what's funny is like all the explorers that came before us and explored the countries, explored our lands, explored other worlds, and they developed maps according to what they found. They didn't actually have those maps when they came over. So how did they do it? If they can do it, why can't I do it, right? And that's what we are thinking. Like, yes, I can go off on my own, be an explorer, an adventurer, figure things out. But then after a while, if we don't know where we're going, we get lost. We're out of gas. And we have no idea where the next place is that we can find food or whatever, right? It's a human thing, of course. So you figure that out. So like, what's that big difference? So what if you don't know your destination? Okay, like we think we have a destination, but what if we really don't know what that destination is, right? Hi, I'm Jean Harville, and I'm best known for transforming moms in leaders by unleashing them from their past experiences and propelling them into what's possible. And she gets to reconnect with herself, find her passion, and feel fulfilled in whomever that she is. And through these new possibilities, she gets to inspire, influence, and impact her team's unique way of thinking and solving problems. I'm the founder of Moms and Teens Connection and Support for Families Raising Future Leaders, right? And I'm also the creator of the Empowered Mom Effect, opening later next month and in September. And that's where we talk about moms being the leaders in our families, because we are the leaders in the families, right? Don't tell your husbands, but we are. And make sure you hit the red subscribe button down below so that when I go live, you'll be notified. And if you're on YouTube, and even if you're on my page and YouTube, click the like button, and so that I know that this is something that's of interest for you. All right, so as a mom, your sole focus is on getting your teen to the right place, right? Moving them through what all the things they need to do, and then deciding like what's their future, right? And we all know that can change, and we don't always have control over that. We just hope that we have taught them well enough that they have their morals and values. We've been able to instill that in them, and they'll be able to make the right decisions from that. So, do you toss and turn at night and you lose sleep? You lay awake, you wake up in the morning and you're worried about everything. Like every morning you wake up and you wonder, as you look at your teen, like, what's the next step for them? And what will their future look like? Will they ever get their act together? Is what we might think, right? So you feel your sole job is raising your teen and sending them off into the world, equip them with knowing how to fend for themselves, right? Yeah, I mean, that's what mom is called. That's what our title is, right? but maybe not exactly that version, but maybe some version that's close to that. And it basically is moving them through that growing up, the learning stage, and then sending them off. That's whatever that looks like for you and for your family, right? And what that is about thinking about their future, because we are mom and we want to make sure that our kids are safe and that they have the future that they want, right? So what was it like when you were a teen? Like, did you have everything mapped out? Did you know exactly what you wanted to do in life? Did you learn along the way? And did you feel guilty creating that life that you wanted? No. When we were teens, we were wanting our own life. We weren't feeling guilty about it, right? That we weren't thinking about, everyone else in the family. We were thinking about ourselves. So we didn't feel guilty having that map. Maybe now as mom, we might feel guilty. I'll put myself after, I'll take care of myself after my teen has grown and flown and off onto their own thing. Then I'll think about me. Well, we're going to talk about that a little bit later on. And so back to you as being a teen, did you learn the ropes along the way as you were making those decisions? Maybe you made a decision from here to here, but you really didn't know what was out there further on because you thought, when I get to here, then that will open and appear to me, right? That path will appear. It's like taking it step by step, right? And so did you know that exact path? No, you didn't. But did you have a vision? Maybe you didn't know exactly how to get there, but did you have a vision? Did you have a dream? And generally that's what guides us, is that vision, that dream. Like, what do you want to be when you grow up? You know, that statement. And you allow that vision to shift and change, right? Because having that direct path there, we don't know what life brings us. And so sometimes we shift and change. But ultimately, when we really know ourselves and we know what it is that that drives us in life, what is it that we want to do? Who is it that we want to help? What is it that we want to create? That's out there. That is a vision that is out there, and it may shift and change just a little bit, but for the most part, it is created when you were created. It's like that's your purpose, your goal, and you don't know how you're going to get there, but you can create that path to get there, right? So, and like I say, there's multiple possibilities of how to get from here to here, to be on authentically who you are and who you're created to be. And this whole period of teenage years, even before that, teenage years and beyond into the 20s, is discovering yourself, figuring out who you are, what you are meant to be, and what you're meant to do. And so you create that path. But for the most part, you have a gut feeling. What is that purpose? Why are you here on this earth? Why were you placed here? You have that gut in here. You may not have it all detailed, but you know it's something, right? And so it gets to be a journey for you, like how to get to that point. So what if you had a dream, a vision of that future? Like what if you had this vision and this dream was part of your brain DNA? So you wouldn't have to be thinking about every single day, how am I going to get there? It's sort of like you've wired it, we call it wired. You have programmed it into your brain, that is what I want to do at some point, or ultimately, that's what I feel in my heart for me of what, my future will be, right? And so, trying to figure out that path and holding onto that vision sometimes can be a lot of work for our brain, but if we have that vision already in our brain DNA so that it directs us to that vision, so that we are aware when opportunities come up, we go ding ding ding, that might help me in my vision that I am creating because I've already got it up here in my brain DNA. That's what I want to do ultimately at some point. And it's just finding that right path to get there. And so thinking about it for your teens, they also have that, that feeling in the heart here that this is what they want to do at some point. They're just not sure of the exact path of how to get there, and that's okay. It's holding that vision out there, creating that vision. So what if I told you that you can create a vision within 67 days? you don't have to wait years and months and whatever, you know. You don't have to wait that long. You can create that vision in 67 days to guide you on that path. So you don't, so it's like a no-brainer, because your brain is already geared to thinking you along that path and making decisions along that path, right? So if that's interested to you, for you, make sure that you register for our Create What You Want in 3 days workshop. Create What You Want Without the Guilt. And it's a 3-day workshop starting next week on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. It's just an hour each day. And there will be replay on that as well, replay links. And the link below, I'm going to put a link below here in the comments of the video, that you can click it and take you to opt-in, so you'll know all the details of how to get there. It is free, it is of no charge, and it is for you. It's my gift to you as moms, is to show you how to create that 67-day path to what's possible. What are the possibilities, you know, out there? What is it that you want to create for yourself, so that your teen can create for themselves? Because we are the leaders in our family, and when we lead, our teens watch, they see, they want to do the same thing, and then you get to teach them how to create their 67-day path. So I'll talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.